This guy writes, how not to spoil a person I'm trying to get in a relationship with. So he's 24, she's 20. I make very good amount of money and I love buying gifts, paying for people that I care of, and etc. What you'll find is like giving people often do make a lot of money because it's like, well, they're giving, they're providing value to people. And when you provide value, you often make more money. Now, relationships, it's so important to give. And really, the purpose of relationships is to really give and enhance your really life through that giving. But sometimes giving is in the form of receiving or taking, or fulfilling your own needs first, or being even selfish at sometimes. Because it's like if you can take care of yourself, then it's like you have something to give. If you're always the giver, what you're also doing is you're always basically you're robbing that other person of giving. And so it's like if you are the one who always does the gifts, always does the giving, it's well, how can she give? It's like she can't even compete at all. It's not a competition. You don't want to look at it that way, but it's like you're giving so much more than what she gives, and then it's sometimes like, man, now she's not feeling that great, even though she gets all these things. It's nice to get all these gifts and stuff, but it's like, well, sometimes she wants to be the giver as well. Just understand that, and that's why it is important to work on your receiving skills as well as your giving skills. I am just not willing to spoil the girl because life is life, and I don't want to end up in a situation where she is used to me getting whatever she wants, while for that particular moment I am unable to afford it. Okay, so what's your question? It's how to not spoil a person I am trying to get in a relationship with. Well, I mean, you don't have to be basically go over the top and basically take her to like the 5-star restaurants every meal and stuff. Just take her to like nice places and go on dates. You don't have to spend a bunch of money. Um, but it seems like just because like how you're phrasing this, kind of the context of this is, it seems like that's how you're thinking that people will like you or people will be attracted to you because of your money. Just be careful on that. Because really what your focus on should be is fulfilling her needs and fulfilling your own needs in a relationship and taking the lead. Not basically, my main focus is basically the money. And I do think money is massively important. I love money. Um, But in a relationship context, it's really how you make her feel. And so focus on that versus, oh, am I going to spoil her too much or too little? Or it's like all based on the money aspect and giving gifts. And it's like, oh, if I give this gift, then she'll like me or then she'll love me. But then if I give her too many gifts, then she won't love me or won't like me or whatever the context in this. But it's still focused on gifts. And so it's still focused on your money, giving it to her, and basically it's almost like assuming that she's with you for your money, and it almost comes like that's the value you see in yourself. And so what I would work on in you just from this is that to work on your own self-value as far as other things that you bring, because if you're too reliant on that money, it's a very big benefit to have that, but But if you're too reliant on that and not reliant on your skills in understanding her, how to communicate with her, how to fulfill her needs, how to make her understood, make her feel seen and noticed and appreciated, make her feel safe. If you're not doing those things, it's like money's not really going to solve those. They might be temporary fixes, and people might actually just be with you for those reasons, but just be very careful on that and focus more, if you can, on building up your skills of relationships.